Good afternoon, Sir Harrison T. Villanueva and classmates. I am Lorraine A. Rabago and here are my groupmates. Herson E. Agustin, Marjorie D. Magdog, Cyril V. Mercado, Charity P. Purificacion, and Trisha Nicole P. Tangit. In this afternoon, we will going to present with you all our strategic management paper on Eco-Mart and general merchandise. With the business tagline, making grocery errands worth your while. Happy shopping!
This is the front view of Eco-Mart and general merchandise.
Eco-Mart and General Merchandise is a retail business managed by Mr. Oler A. Equasen. The business name came from the surname of the owner, which is letter E, stand for Equasen, and Co is for company. It was established on January 26, 2014, located at Lamut, Ifugao. It offers a variety of quality products, such as canned goods, personal care items, and other daily needs.
For 2020 latest income statement, their sales revenue were 28,02,921 and a profit of 346,471.13. For the major markets served, it caters to all types of customers but primarily the households. Currently, it has 10 employees assigned with different tasks. They also have 2 branches located in Bagabag and Jodi, Nueva Vizcaya. This is Eco-Mart grocery products. They have toiletries, personal and health care, canned goods, baby foods and baby care, laundry and home cleaning, mixed bread and cooking essentials, and pastas. They also have coffees and drinks.
Research design and methodology. How information was obtained and methodologies used. It involves both quantitative and qualitative findings. The key sources of information, which is the income statement and balance sheet. We do the interview, prepare the questionnaire, and online chat messaging. The pieces of information gathered will be evaluated for ratio analysis and plan formulation.
So currently, the business does not have a stated vision, mission, and objectives, so we just came up to provide it. The proposed vision expresses Eco-Mart aim that is to be the leading grocery store by having various grocery products where customer can shop at one stop. For the mission, the Eco-Mart and general merchandise is dedicated to delivering a superior shopping experience by offering good quality grocery products with the passion to provide an excellent service to customers. We maintain a work environment that fosters fairness, respect, and integrity. By promoting harmonious relationships which continuously give rise to employees' pride and enthusiasm, along with a commitment to be active in the community we serve, we are devoted to continuous growth with a diverse geographical presence, and by incorporating the latest developments and trends within. The proposed mission statements provide the 9 components of a good mission according to the framework of Fred R. David. Here are the objectives. To increase customer retention by 20%. To put up at least 1 more store around Nueva Vizcaya in the next 5 years. To increase revenue by at least 10% annually. To decrease annual expenses by 5%. And to establish a strong presence in the community by providing high quality yet reasonable priced items.
Part 4. External Analysis. We have here the Porter's 5 Forces framework that is used for developing strategies in many industries. Looking at the diagram, under rivalry among competing firms, number of competitors is high, for there are various competitors near Ecomart like AJP and Mart and other grocery stores. Thus, product offerings are almost the same with its competitors. Therefore, uniqueness of the product is low, and since it is involved in selling commodities, consumer demand is high. For the trends of the new entrants, complexity of licenses and permits to be secured is moderate. In terms of capital needed, large capital investment will still be necessary for inventory space and technology. For the trend of substitutes, customers have myriad of choices of where to purchase grocery items. Also, there is a presence of multiple substitute products and some of them are relatively cheaper. Bargaining power of suppliers, they have various suppliers for a specific product line like Nestle Company, P&G Company, and others. Therefore, competition among suppliers is high, yet in terms of the suppliers' negotiating power over the prices, it is low. Bargaining power of buyers, since customers are in control where they will spend their money and there are a lot of local stores, number of customers in grocery store can be moderate. In addition, customers are sensitive to the price changes. They are more willing to shop where they can find the lowest price. And to evaluate how strong and important each element is for a firm, threats of the new entrants medium, bargaining power of suppliers low, rivalry among competing firms high, bargaining power of consumer high, threat of substitute high. To conclude, majority of the forces are strong. It indicates that there is increased competition in the industry. Moreover, with the kind of business and products offering they have, Ecomart have high opportunity for profitability, hence the company is attractive. Therefore, with the current standing, it is worth entering and staying in the industry. And now, we have here the external factor evaluation matrix. It summarizes and evaluates past environment or external factors, the opportunities and threats. So far, we have identified 8 opportunities. Number 1, more qualified workers looking for job, stability of prices of grocery products in the market, regularity of customers purchasing grocery products, on-time delivery of suppliers, growing market in other municipalities of Nueva Vizcaya, loyalty of customers in a new market, increased household income, and increased demand for grocery items. Suppliers offers low prices and discounts, giving them a cost advantage. Based on our observation and the current situation of Ecomart, we came up with our ratings. And as you can see, opportunity 5 and 6 have highest rated score of 0.32. It implies that Ecomart may grab the opportunity of expanding more the business. And for the threats, we also identified 8 items. Number 9, suppliers have unstable prices, delays of purchase due to transportation restrictions, new local competition threaten sales, inventory damage due to weather condition and power outages, inflation fluctuation, increased market share of competitors, vulnerability to shoplifting, reduced number of customers due to COVID-19 restrictions. As you can see, some of the threats identified are due to the impact of this pandemic. However, if we look at the table, threat number 11 have the highest weighted score of 0.24, for the competition has much stronger presence in the area. To conclude, the scores reflect how Ecomart is responding to opportunities and threats. Ecomart's total weighted score of 3.05 is above the average of 2.5. It implies then that the business is doing pretty well, taking advantage of the external opportunities and avoiding the threats facing the firm.
The Competitive Profile Matrix is a ranking tool used by firms to reveal its strengths and weaknesses by identifying critical factors relevant to their success compared to their major competitors. The score rating ranges from 1 to 4, major strength for 4, minor strength for 3, minor weakness for 2, and lastly major weakness for 1. Ecomart major competitors were identified, namely the Mart and AGP Marketing. These businesses have been well known in the same local area for years that offer almost similar goods and services with Ecomart. From the table, 10 critical success factors were identified: customer satisfaction, advertising, product quality and efficacy, reasonable and competitive prices of products, suitable location, customer service, market share, assortments and products options, business expansion, and customer loyalty. From the competitive profile matrix table, it can be seen that EcoMart with 3.12 weighted score is at the middle rank among its two major competitors, the AGP Marketing and Nmart with weighted score of 3.22 and 2.89 respectively. Looking onto EcoMart's strengths, they have the ability to provide good quality products with reasonable prices, as well as performing a friendly service to their customers for the goal of giving satisfaction and gaining customer loyalty. Considering also their central location in the area, this is a big catch for most customers, means larger market share. However, there is also major weakness have been observed. EcoMart falls behind from its competitors in terms of advertising. The business doesn't engage in social media, which limits their coverage for more potential customers. Hence, this is a factor that EcoMart needs to strengthen in order to be more competitive in the long run.
Part 5. Internal Company Analysis. Review of the company's performance in terms of key performance indicators. A. Revenue or sales in the past 3 years. So the graph covers EcoMart revenue or sales in the past 3 years, 2018, 2019, and 2020. It could be seen that there is an increase of sales from 2018 to 2020. It indicates that the company is performing well and generating sales. The financial statements of EcoMart and General Merchandise. It includes the income statement and financial position of EcoMart for 3 consecutive periods. So we have here the income statement for EcoMart and General Merchandise. It shows the performance and activities of the company for a certain period, the revenues and expenses for the period ended. Looking at the report as the years goes by, sales has been increasing and the company has managed to lessen their expenses in year 2020. Therefore, there is a slight increase of the net income in year 2020. Next, we have the financial position of EcoMart and General Merchandise. It presents the company's position when it comes to its assets, liabilities, and owner's residual interests. Cash in hand and in bank have continuously increasing from year 2018 to 2020. And in 2020, there is no accounts receivable indicating that the company has able to collect debts of its customers. Therefore, the total current assets have increased. That goes to the total assets, current liabilities, and beginning capital. For the company's growth, by looking at their financial statements, company's growth is said to be stable despite of this pandemic, for they were able to generate sales and increase their profits. It can be associated with the choice and type of their business, which is a retail business selling grocery products. That is considered as basic needs, therefore demand for the product is stable. Also, the business is strategically located where the customers can easily access it conveniently. So these factors contribute to the growth of the company. For the financial ratios, we have liquidity ratios, which measures the ability of the firm to pay its short-term obligations. And under it, we have a current ratio that measures the extent to which a firm can meet its short-term obligations. To compute for the current ratio, current assets divided by current liabilities. As you can see, in 2018, we have current ratio of 2.41, 2.70 for 2019, and 3.22 for 2020. This is something positive. This means that the company has enough current assets readily convertible to cover its short-term liabilities. And next, quick ratio measures the extent to which a firm can meet its short-term obligations without relying upon the sale of its inventories. To compute, current assets less inventories divided by current liabilities. So the quick ratio for 2018 is 0.38, 0.73 for 2019, and 1.92 for 2020. It can be seen that EcoMart has positive asset test ratios for the 3 years concerns. It means that it has the capability to pay its maturing obligations through its quick assets. But comparing the 3 consecutive years, though would reveal that the company was better off in year 2020 than in 2019 and 2018 because the higher quick ratio, the better. So next, we have the profitability ratios, which measures management's overall effectiveness as shown by the returns generated on sales and investment. Under it, we have return on total assets, shows the percentage of how profitable a company's assets are in generating revenue, in particular, its after-tax profits per peso of assets. So the return on total assets is derived from dividing average total assets from net income. In 2018, we have 0.1226 and 0.1260 for 2019 and 0.133 for 2020. There is a slight increase for the both net income and the total assets, indicate that EcoMart was able to at least generate enough profit based on their available assets. So next, we have return on equity, which measures after-tax profit per peso of stockholders' investment in the firm. It is derived from dividing average equity from net income. So in 2018, we have 0.1771, 0.1830 for 2019, and 0.1871 for 2020. As shown from the table, there is a significant increase in equity of the business. This increase comes from a sustainable increase in income from year 2018 to 2020. Next, letter D, value chain analysis, that is divided into 2 parts, the primary activities and secondary activities. For primary activities, these are actions directly involved in the creation and distribution of goods and services, which covers inbound logistics, operations, auto logistics, marketing and sale, lastly the services. So for EcoMart, they acquire their products from various suppliers like P&G Company for laundry products, Unilever Company for personal care, and Nestle Company for coffees, processed milk, and many more. After receiving the products, they will make sure that the products are in good condition to be displayed. Thus, products are available for direct purchase, and for the marketing strategy, they only focus on direct selling. Meanwhile, they are open for after-sales service, but of course, with receipt. For the secondary activities, these are activities that support the primary activities, which covers HR management, technology and development, procurement, and infrastructure. In relation, EcoMart hires employees depending if there is a need for additional labor, and they make use of the point-of-sale system for checking inventory levels, and for maintaining other documents, they use laptop, and install CCTV for security and monitoring purposes, and for procurement suppliers guarantee its availability and quality that make the purchasing process of raw materials flow smoothly.
Organization diagnosis under David's functional audit for management consists of planning, organizing, motivating, staffing, and controlling. The business looked forward for another milestone with the plan of opening another branch around the province. A family-oriented approach to personal management is greatly where EcoMart stands out. Through the years of their existence, it has formed its foundation from good business practices and strong core values of recognizing diversity, showing consideration towards different cultures and beliefs, promoting equality and ethical treatment for all employees. The business builds synergy for all levels of employees by fostering culture trust and growth by organizing such team buildings and orientation. For marketing consists of customer analysis, selling products, products and service planning, pricing, distribution, and marketing research. EcoMart carry out actionable and effective segmentation as it targets different groups of individuals. Although the retail business is small in size, it is still able to offer a variety of products that are attractive to all social classes. While EcoMart is doing well in offering good quality products and performing efficient services, yet they lack in the part of marketing strategy in the most updated way. For example, advertising and selling through social media. Although the business sells varieties of grocery products, still, there are missing items that customers may find in different stores, like fruits, vegetables, meat, poultry, fish, and kitchen utensils. Hence, it is recommended for the business to add and offer these mentioned products lines as much as possible. Affordable and value-oriented pricing is what the business entails every time. EcoMart confers channels of distribution, reliable and cost-effective, while considering protocols mandated by the local government prior to pandemic. However, market distribution is too concentrated in limited area. The EcoMart does not conduct market research, even so, recommending the business to do it in view of the fact that the environment is constantly changing. For finance or accounting, based on EcoMart's financial statements for consecutive 3 years, it can be seen that sales increased by 26.51% in 2019 and by 18.98% in 2020. This is practically due to higher volume of customers and purchases in the store. Their brand's healthy sales growth translated to strong profit growth for the business, which increased by 15.78% in 2020 despite the pandemic. From the financial ratio analysis, it can be obtained that the business is financially strong in meeting its either long-term or short-term obligations. The business is good in financial budgeting as it reflects on it being financially healthy. For production or operations consists of process, capacity and inventory, workforce, and quality. The business always makes sure to have sufficient supplies of products to meet their customers' demand. The maintenance, expansion, and modernization of equipment, facilities, and policies is what the business undertakes each time to address the need for increased capacity and gain improvement in its operating efficiency. The business had well-established, optimized, and effective inventory control to avoid running out of stocks, while ensuring that products are safe and in good conditions without fail. As EcoMart values its customers, same goes to its employees, giving recognition to outstanding employees and top performing as a token of appreciation. The business set high standards of its products being offered and sold at the best and reasonable price in the market, also delivering exemplified services to its customers. For research and development, EcoMart does not have facilities for research and development since the business is only small in size. However, even with the absence of research and development facilities, the manager clearly stated that they always engage or rely in effective alternative ways to survive in the long run. Furthermore, to innovate their existing products offerings. For management information system, the manager of EcoMart uses information system to create reports that provides them with a comprehensive overview of all the information they need to make decisions. Even though EcoMart only have a simple type of information system, the manager always makes sure that data obtained from it are always updated regularly and understandable. The manager uses a strong password in the information system as a defense against unauthorized access. Internal factor evaluation is a strategic management tool used to evaluate firm's internal environment that would reveal its strengths and weaknesses. From the organizational diagnosis, these are the key internal factors identified. EcoMart exhibits organizational strengths as it showcases friendly and family-oriented human resource management, with incessantly practicing quality and ethical treatment among all employees, ensuring a good working condition and specification for a smooth run of activities within, sequentially performing exemplary services to customers. The business provides good quality products and great services to its customers, translating into satisfaction, increased market share, and higher profits. However, there are several weaknesses ascertained in the business internally. Grocery product lines are limited, few employees, weak advertising strategy, absence of marketing research, market distribution is too concentrated in limited areas. From the IFP matrix presented, shows a score of 2.98, which is above the average score of 2.5. This implies that the factors that make up EcoMark are stronger than normal internally. To sum up, EcoMark must improve on the weaknesses and capitalize on the strengths for the business to stay competitively well in the market.
For the part 6, the strategy formulation, which is the SWOT analysis, strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threat. From the identified internal strength and weaknesses in the IFE matrix and external opportunities and threats in the EFE matrix, for now, we have developed the SO, WO, ST, and WT strategies. For the SO strategies, it consider expanding the business. It maintain or keep grocery products prices affordable to gain more customers. It maintain a healthy working relationship with employees, suppliers, and customers to improve internal or external operations. For the WO strategies, it devised progressive marketing strategies and maximize the use of social media platforms. It consider also the hiring additional employees. For the ST strategies, competitive prices and variety of products. It gained competitive advantage with efficient stock management and a variety of products. For the WT strategies, it add more product lines and implement promotion strategies to increase market share.
The space matrix. Looking at the table, on the left side, we have internal strategic position covering financial strength and competitive position. While on the right side, we have external strategic position covering stability position and industry position. We rate them based on the assessment of their financial statements and observations. Getting all the total ratings, we came up with our directional vector coordinates. X-axis is equals to positive 2.2 and y-axis equals to positive 1.8. So if we put it on the graph, X and Y coordinates 2.2 and 1.8 respectively falls under aggressive quadrants. In analysis, it has achieved major competitive advantage in growing and stable industry. Therefore, EcoMart should pursue aggressive strategies such as market penetration, market development, and related diversification.
Boston Consulting Group or BCG matrix. The relative market share position star. These are fast-moving consumer goods with cheaper prices that sell quickly, thus brings in a steady flow of income for the business. Cash cow. These products have low growth but generate high cash flow within the business. Question mark. These products grow quickly in the market but have low market share. Therefore, it requires extensive investment and resources to increase the business market share. Dog. These items neither generate strong cash flow nor require hefty investment for the business.
The data gathered through formulating the IFE and the EFE matrix. Based on the results, the x-axis of the IE matrix was the total IFE matrix weighted score being 2.98, and the y-axis was the total EFE matrix weighted score being 3.04. As a result, EcoMart and General Merchandise position is currently at cell number 2, which implies growth and build strategy. It suggests that the EcoMart and General Merchandise should grow its working condition, and they must involve strategies that focuses on intensive and aggressive tactical strategies. This means that they should focus on market penetration, market development, and product development. From the operational perspective, a backward integration, forward integration, and horizontal integration should be considered.
Grand Strategy Matrix. As we can see at the table, that is the financial performance of Ecomart and General Merchandise for the last 3 years. For the month of 2018, the net surplus amounting to 18,359,627. For the year of 2019, it has 22,998,697.65. And lastly, for the year of 2020, amounting to 27,519,342. Quadrant 1 organization has an abundance of resources. Backward, forward, or horizontal integration can be effective strategies. When a Quadrant 1 business is overly focused on a single product, related diversification might help mitigate the risk associated with a narrow product range. Quadrant 1 businesses can afford to take advantage of outside opportunities in a variety of ways. When necessary, they are willing to take chances. The revenue of Ecomart surpassed the minimum 5% growth requirement yearly. This signifies that the business has a strong competitive position and is operating in a rapidly growing market, thus putting it in an excellent strategic position. The business may focus on the following appropriate strategies: the market penetration, product development, market development, backward integration, forward integration, horizontal integration, and related diversification. Out of the suggested strategies, the following strategies are extracted as these are the most appropriate strategies: the market development, market penetration, and of course the related diversification.
The quantitative strategic planning matrix is a strategic management tool used to evaluate strategic options. It determines the relative attractiveness of various strategies upon the external and internal critical success factors identified. There are 3 possible strategies being compared based on the metric tools conducted previously. First strategy, market development. Opening new branch in central areas of Nueva Vizcaya, for example in Solano and Bayombong. Second strategy, market penetration. Advertise through social media. Third strategy, related diversification. Add new grocery product lines such as fruits, vegetables, meat, poultry, fish, and kitchen utensils. Attractiveness scores were assigned to each strategy, indicating the relative attractiveness of one strategy over others considering the particular factor. The score ranges from 1 to 4, where 1 is for not attractive, 2 somewhat attractive, 3 reasonably attractive, and 4 highly attractive. Given the result presented, Strategy 3 garnered the highest attractiveness score of 3.79 compared to Strategies 1 and 2 with a score of 3.62 and 2.59 respectively. Hence, it is indeed beneficial for Ecomart to advance in the industry by focusing on related diversification. As consumers nowadays are fond of peculiarity, thus stiff competition is present, Ecomart may opt to add new but essential and related grocery product lines like fruits, vegetables, meat, poultry, fish, and kitchen utensils.
For objectives, strategy recommendations, and action plans. For financial objectives, in the next 3 to 5 years of Ecomart and General Merchandise, it aims to annually increase both their sales revenue and net profit up to 10%, which is approximately 2,800,292.10. Additional on their revenue per year with an approximate 34,647.11 additional in net profit, and decrease the annual expenses by 5%, in which estimates to lessen by 24,179 a year. For strategic objectives, higher product quality compared to its competitive rivals in the industry, increase internal revenue over next 3 to 5 years, decrease overhead spending, strengthening the relationship to suppliers who offers them low-cost, high-quality products, increase repeat customers, expand the target area of the potential customer. Ecomart and General Merchandise should establish a new branch in Nueva Vizcaya in order to expand its market share in next 5 years. Lastly, consistent in discovering and providing strategic way of pricing. For recommended business and organizational strategies, one of their marketing strategies is creating loyalty coupons and loyalty cards to draw customers back to the store. For sales and distribution, to increase sales and distribution, the firm should add new and trending products and monitor sales annually to improve products having the lowest sales. For operations and production, maintain good relationship with suppliers. Having a strong, healthy supplier relationship will gain better value for the business. It is also important for the organization to provide trainings for their employees to ensure that they are skillful and equipped with the correct expertise. For financial and human resources, provide incentives to employees who do their best to contribute to the profits of the company, and using the profits obtained, expand the business by building branches around Nueva Vizcaya.
For the last part, the strategy evaluation, monitoring, and control. As we can see at the table, the financial performance, for the objective, it increased sales and markets, increase in profit, and reduction of cost. For the performance measure, which is the financial statement, the targets, which is 5 years. For the initiatives, offer low-cost, new and diverse items with consistent, explicit quality and establish market branches. For the customer knowledge, the objective is customer loyalty and satisfaction. Performance measures buying behavior of customers, targets every week. For the initiative, provide discounts and incentives to returning customers. In internal business processes, for the objectives, we consider advertising strategies via social media platforms, customer interaction online, and the target updates on a daily basis. For the initiatives, technology is used to promote items and businesses by releasing daily updates on social media platforms. And the second, for the internal business processes, we need to consider hiring additional employees to maintain good relationships with suppliers. For the performance measures, we need to have a job contracts. For the target, within a year, you'll have signed you need to sign 3 contracts. And for the initiatives, we need to use social media to promote our business. And lastly, for the learning and growth, there are two for the objectives, to attract more customers. For the performance measures, we need to use social media. And for the target, we need to update on a daily basis also. And for the initiatives, we need to have a visually appealing store. And second, for the learning and growth, which is to maintain good quality products and services. For the performance measures, we need to have customer evaluations. And for the targets, always, for the initiatives, we need to develop product criteria or specifications by knowing your product. Thank you for listening. And now, my group are ready to answer your all questions.